This guy reports to work late on a morning, and the boss says, "Charlie, where were you?" And Charlie says, "You're not going to believe it, but late last night, my dog ate all the letters for our Scrabble game." And the boss concerned said, "Well, how's your dog doing?" And Charlie says, "No word yet." And speaking of great words, Father Henry Nouwen, who died some years ago, was a very well-known priest and author of many books on prayer and spirituality. Some years ago, he was giving a retreat to a bunch of priests. And during the break, one of the priests comes up to Father Nouwen and says, "Henry, back in the parish, I can never get my work done because I'm always being interrupted." And Father Nouwen said to the priest, "Did you ever realize that maybe your interruptions are your work?" So the priest asks, "I can never get my work done because I'm always being interrupted." And what a response. Did you ever realize maybe your interruptions are your work? Doing can sometimes get in the way of letting it flow. Martha and Mary have come to represent the poles of human experience and response, action versus contemplation, manual labor versus quiet reflection, doing versus being, workaholism versus a peaceful listening to God's presence to life. I think many of us struggle with a balance between doing and being. We get so involved with what we are doing, we sometimes forget why we're doing it. We get so involved in living and forget about the purpose of living. We can get so involved in pursuing the things money can buy, we forget about the things money cannot buy. Some years ago, about 25 years ago, I was with my mother on Mother's Day. And I said, "Mom, what is your definition of motherhood?" And Mom looked at me and said, "Greg, motherhood is a willingness to be inconvenienced. Motherhood is a willingness to be inconvenienced." We live in a very chaotic and fast-paced world. I discovered two zones of stability that focused my life and made me realize there's more to life than doing. Realizing a sense of the presence of God in our midst. Then everything only then comes together. The first zone of stability is prayer. Prayer is not so much my getting God's attention. Prayer is God's getting my attention. Prayer is listening, stepping back, trusting. Prayer is living in the presence of God with our mind and heart. The second zone of stability is friendship. I'm not talking about acquaintances, but rather in life, close friends. People who allow me to be me. Real friendship is life-giving and nourishing, knowing I'm loved and lovable despite my frailties and my imperfections. Real friendships give life a deeper meaning and purpose, makes God present because we are in his image and likeness. Balance, prayer, work, and friendship. And if we see someone without a smile, give them yours. And remember this, I've been a priest with the gift of God for many years. I've never met anybody on their deathbed who said, "I wish I had spent more time at the office." Never. They've said to me, "I wish I spent more time with my family, with friends, quiet time," but no one's ever said, wish I spent more time at the office. Keep life in perspective, always trusting in the presence of God, one day at a time.